of the bookkeeping and accountancy. मराठीमध्ये इंग्लिशमध्ये का? So the bookkeeping and accountancy concept, just we'll see here. So what is bookkeeping first? What is bookkeeping? What is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping means recording the transactions in a set of book is called bookkeeping. Recording the transaction in a set of book is called bookkeeping. This is meaning of bookkeeping. The basic concept today I'll going to deal this. First is bookkeeping means recording the transactions in a set of book is called as bookkeeping, or bookkeeping is a art of recording the business dealings. It's called bookkeeping. So for this, now we'll see in bookkeeping there are some terminologies. There are some terminologies. There are some concept. That is basic concept. It is called basic terminologies. In that first will be transactions. There transaction. Now transactions means so exchanging of goods and services between the two parties is called transactions. For example, purchase of goods is a transaction, sale of goods is a transaction, paid salary is a transaction, paid wages transaction, received commission are transactions. So transaction means exchanging of goods and services between the two parties is called transactions. Then transactions are two types. In Marathi it is called vyavhar. For transaction, in Marathi it is called vyavhar. So transactions are two types. First will be cash transaction, rok vyavhar, cash transactions, and another will be credit transactions. Credit transactions. So in simple word, transaction is also called act of doing the things in the business. It's called transactions. Means what we are doing in the business. In business we have purchased goods, sell goods, correct? Paid wages, deposited money into bank, withdrawn money from bank for office, means for business purposes. These are called transactions. It means exchanging of goods and services between the two parties with the monetary purpose is called, that is transaction. Transactions are two types. First is cash transaction and another is credit transaction. Cash transaction means rok vyavhar, correct? So in cash transaction, immediate cash payment is made. Immediate payment is made is called cash transaction. That is called monetary transaction. It is also called. What is monetary transaction? Monetary transaction means there is an involvement of money in it. Cash is involvement there. Money is involvement. It's called cash transaction. When payment is made immediately, it is called cash transaction. Purchase goods and paid cash is called cash transaction. Another will be credit transactions. What is credit transaction then? So postponement of money for the future date is called credit transaction. Udhar vyavhar. So we have postponed the money for the future date is called the credit transactions. For example, suppose purchase goods for a period of 2 months. Now you have purchased goods and asked the dealer, I will pay this money up to 2 months. 2 months credit is there. It is called credit transaction. Means payment is made for the future date, or postponement of money for the future date is called transactions. Got it? So these are the things. Just we'll go one by one. After this, basic concept will be journal. So there is, before that I will tell to you that the accounting cycle is there. Accounting cycle there. In that accounting cycle, first they gives to you the transactions. First is transactions. Exchanging of goods and services between the two parties called transaction. After transaction, there is a vouchers. Vouchers means receipts will be there. While purchasing goods, we give receipt. While selling goods, you will give receipts for them. Correct? It is called vouchers. Cash vouchers, credit vouchers. Got it? So that voucher is there. After voucher, we start the journal. Journal is main book. It is a book of originality. It is also called prime book. It is called principal book. So then, what is journal then? In simple word, journal means daily record. What is dealing in the business, you have to record in journal. So it is main book. Why main book? Each and every transaction regarding the business can be recorded in journal first, and later on it can be posted to the next things or posted to the other ledger accounts. So another is journal. The word journal has been derived from the French word jour, means a day. Therefore, complete meaning of journal is daily record. Means from day to day, if you write the things in journal, we can write here in journal. Roz kird in Marathi it is called. Means what is happening in the particular day, it can be recorded. And that record must be in the order of chronological, one by one after the other. We can record journal, main book, principal book, because each and every transaction can be recorded first in journal and later on posting is made. Journal. Then after journal, so there is one slogan in India. What is that slogan? So nowadays, the businessman can appoint an accountant. Correct? Who is accountant? The person who writes the account is called accountant. So he can account by giving some payment for him, salary, accountant. Therefore, the owner or the principal, पहले लिख दो भाई, भूल पड़े तो देख लो, means first you have to write, and if you have forgotten, then see what you are written, like this. Means each and every transaction is recorded, journal, therefore it is a main book. Then after that, another book is ledger. Another is ledger. What is the meaning of ledger? Ledger means groups of account. It's called ledger. Groups of account is called ledger. For example, salary account, cash account, purchase account, sales account, Mahesh account, Suresh account, bank account. So all accounts are ledgers. Khatavani in Marathi it is called. Got it? So after this ledger, now we'll see some meaning of the ledger. Ledger means groups of account. The word ledger has been derived from the Dutch word leger, means to lie. The complete meaning of ledger is groups of account lines. Number of account lines is called ledger. It is a big bounded book is there. For each and every account, they can keep a separate page. For example, purchase account they made. And what is the purchases made during the year? They can go on recording purchase. At the end of the year, accounting period, they can see how much purchases made, how much sales made, how much salary paid, how much money deposited in the bank, how much withdrawn money, how much commission paid, how much interest paid, what are the expenditures, general expense in all these things. So it can give the idea to you. That is called ledger, groups of account. After groups of account ledger, third is we have to prepare another will be the subsidiary book is there. Subsidiaries book means subdivision of, what is subdivision of various accounts or subdivision of journal into various parts is called subsidiary book. In that subsidiary book, what is coming? In that subsidiary book, first is coming, so purchase book, purchase return book, sales book, sales return book, correct? Then after that, cash book is there. Then cash book, single column, double column, triple column. Then petty cash book is for the small amount. You have to use the petty cash book. Got it? Petty cash book. After petty cash book, bills receivable book are there, bills payable book are there, and journal propers are there. In journal proper, the entry which is not recorded in one of these subheads that can be recorded in journal proper. Mostly the entry so far rectified entries. The entry so far made mistake. Later on it can be rectified. That rectified entries, opening entries, so closing entry can be recorded in journal propers. So subsidiary book, it is called subsidiaries. Subsidiaries means subdivision of ledger into the various parts is called subsidiary book. Then after subsidiary book, we have to prepare a trial balance there. Trial balance is coming in accounts. It's called trial balance. Let's credit balances of the ledger account, and at the end it must be tallied, it must be balanced. It must get agrees. Therefore, we have prepared into two types. First is net trial balance and gross trial balance. Net trial balance and gross trial balance we have to prepare. After trial balance, we have to prepare the final account. We have to prepare final account. So, what is final account then? Final account is a statement showing trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet, prepared on the basis of trial balance and adjustment to arrive concludes part for the accounting cycle. Cycle is final account. Then what is final account then? Final account is a statement showing, it is a statement showing trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet, prepared on the basis of trial balance and adjustment to arrive at net result and financial position of the concerns is called final account. Or in simple word, what is final account? Final account is prepared at the end of accounting period by means of trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Okay. Now we'll see, after all these things, there are some other concepts are there. So that other concept we'll see one by one now. So first we'll see there here, what are the types of account they are given to you. Types of accounts. So broad categorization they made here, types of account is, firstly, personal account. They are given to you, personal account and impersonal account, personal account. Types of account, personal account and impersonal account. This is the main categorization. This is very important. And this impersonal account is categorized, it can be classified into two parts. First is real account and nominal account. Real and nominal account. Real account and nominal account. This is the classification made. So, broad categorization, personal account and impersonal account. Now we'll see what is the meaning of these things. Now we'll see here the classification in that connection will be, just see here, classification of account, personal account and impersonal account. What is personal account then? So now we'll see here, the personal account means these are the accounts represents as a person. This account represents as persons. So this account represents as a person from whom business is dealing. It represents a person, that person can deal the business, he can do the business, is called personal account. So these accounts are classified once again into three parts now. It is classified into three parts now. One, natural personal account. Number one is natural personal account. Number two, they are given to you artificial personal account, artificial personal account. And number three, it is prepared, that is called representative personal account, representative personal account. Classification made. So, personal account, so they are given to you, these are the accounts of person or group of person, it's called personal account. So, these are the accounts, it is a persons or group of person is called the personal account by whom business is dealing, is called personal account. And personal account can be classified into natural personal account, then artificial personal account and representative personal account. Then what is the meaning of natural personal account? So these are the accounts relating to individual human beings. See, natural personal account means individual human beings are natural personal account. For example, all the name of a person, name of a woman comes under that categorization. It is human individual being are called natural personal account, human beings. Human beings. The person says name, correct? So for that example they are given to you, Sunita's account, Ashok's account, Mahesh account. What is your name, please? Vishranti's account. So myself, Patil's account. So it comes under the categories of natural personal account, means name of a person. Human beings are called natural personal account. All the name of a person, name of a woman. Got it? Then next part they are given to you, artificial person's account. Artificial personal account. Artificial personal account means, so they are given to you, artificial person means includes the account of organization. It includes the accounts of organization, accounts of company is called artificial, which has got a common logo for that. So these are the accounts. Just see, artificial personal account includes the persons, that is accounts of organization, association. It is created by law. It comes under the categorization association, correct? So they are given to you association or organization, and that association or organization, it is created by law, is called, that is artificial personal account. Example for that will be Pune Municipal Corporations, correct? Then another is given to you, Radhika Sports Club. It is sports club, it is charitable trust, correct? So it is created. Got it? Then another is given to you, Bank of India also. It is created by law. Then what is bank? What is bank? Bank is nothing but it's a tank of money, which can attract the customers. Correct? It is a beautiful lady which can attract the customers. Ask to the customers, comes and deposits the money and enjoys your funds along with interest. There is a security. It is a tank of money. Correct? So the word bank has been derived from the word banca. It is a Latin word. Banca means a bench. Means in the olden days, all the rich people can sit on the bench. Banca means bench. On the bench, they can sit on the bench and lends money to the needy people. It's called bank. Now you can see there are number of banks: Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Bank of State Bank of India, cooperative banks, all scheduled banks and non-scheduled banks we can find out there. Apart from that, there are so many Patasans also we got there. Correct? Mahila Mandals and all. It is created by law, or all these seats comes under the category. Is called artificial person. Then third categorization, representative personal account. What is the meaning of representative? These accounts represents a certain person or a group of person dealing accounts relating to the outstanding things. There are some pending things are there. Correct? Outstanding salaries. What is the salary? We have to pay it. Prepaid salary, salary paid in advance. So it acts as a person. It acts as a person. It is called representative personal account. So these are called the representative accounts. Got it? So don't be because you'll get that lives. Then another will come across the real account. What is the meaning of real accounts now? So that personal account, another categorization, these are the personal account and impersonal account classified into real account and nominal account. So in that categorization, what is real account? These are the accounts represent assets, properties, goods, commodities. It's called real account. All the goods, all the assets, all the commodities, all the articles are called real account. Correct? Then real account also classified into two parts, that is tangible real account and intangible real account. Tangible and intangible real account. What is the meaning of tangible? Tangible real account. Tangible real account are those accounts which we can see it, touch it properly. Right? We can see it. Tangible means sparshaniya. Drush, babu shakto, daru shakto, hataru shakto. That is called tangible, sparshaniya. Sparsh. This is called bench. Correct? I can touch it. I can handle it. I can keep it one place to the another place. Correct? So this is called the tangible things, which can see it properly. So what are the example here for the real account, real tangible account in this class? We can see this pen is tangible. I can take this pen, I can write this pen, handle this pen. So with the help of this pen, I can write anything. Correct? This is real account. This book is also real account. Bench real account. This board real account. Duster real account. Complete class real account. This complete building is real account. Correct? Means, so example for that real account is given to you. That is computer account, cash also. We can handle cash, correct? Computer account, laptop account, then motor car account, motorcycle account, scooters account. So they are given machinery account, plant and machinery account. So these are all called tangible. We can see it properly, touch it properly with our naked eyes. It's called tangible. Then another is intangible real account. What is the intangible real account? Intangible real account are those accounts we cannot touch it properly, we cannot see it properly, we cannot see with our naked eyes. But it has a material value. It has a material value. So that is called here intangible. What is the intangible then? Goodwill is the intangible. Patents, copyrights, trademark. So copyright, trademarks, goodwill is the intangible. So for goodwill we can say, what is for goodwill? Now Laukik. Correct? So each and every has the good persons. We can ask a particular Mr. X is there. If you ask, how is Mr. X? You can explain Mr. X is a very gentleman, very best persons. He has a reputed person like that. One thing means you have created his goodwill. Now Laukik. चांगले व्यक्ती, फार नाव लौकिक आहे, हेल्थी पर्सन आहे, चांगले आहेत असं सांग. किंवा आणखी हाऊ इज मिस्टर एक्स? ही इज व्हेरी खतरनाक, डोंट गो, he'll beat you. He's a gunda, like that, he'll tell like that. But his reputation means goodwill is intangible. It is invisible. We cannot see it. अदृश्य आहे ते, बघू शकत नाही आपण, धरू शकत नाही. तुम्हाला विचारलं, व्हॉट इज युअर नेम प्लीज? हिरबा देसाई. हिरबा, justice. How is Hirba? So Hirba is very good person. He is a very gentle person. So I'll ask you, Mr. Hirba, you are very gentle. Please show your gentleness. Please show your intelligence. Can he show? No, can't show. It is invisible. Means Hirba is a gentle person. He has got a creation. He has got a goodwill. But he can't show that goodwill. So I am a very gentle person. I have so I can't push like this. Correct? This is called the intangible. Trademarks, copyright, goodwill is intangible. So these are the next part. And third part is nominal account. Nominal account means all the expenses and incomes, gains, losses are comes under the category. All the expenses, incomes, gains comes under the categories of nominal account. For example, salaries, wages, commission, dividend, rent, discount, brokerage. So these are all called nominal account. It is the account relating to expenses and losses, incomes and gains. Got it? Now we'll see. I'll give you the very simple ideas for you. Classification accounts. Remember this thing. There are three types of classification. There are three types of account. There are three kinds of account. Correct? Number one is real account. Then what is real account? Very simple thing I'll tell you. Real account relates to properties, goods, asset. All the real account relates to all the properties, all the goods, all the assets, all the commodities. It's called real account. You can see, touch it properly, see it properly. So in this class, this complete class is real account. This building is real account, motor car, computers. So these are all called real account. Bench, furniture, all these are called the real account. All the goods, all the properties, all the commodities, all the articles are real account. Very simple. Then what is personal account? Personal account relates to name. All the names are personal account. It is the name of a person, name of a society, name of a company, name of a country, name of a university, name of a Mahila Mandal, name of Mitra Mandal, wherever name consisted there, this comes under the category of what is? It is consistent personal account. All the names. Only names are there, are only not of the name for person, human beings. Banks also name. Bank of India, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Bank of Maharashtra. Correct? Different name are there. University, Mumbai University, Pune University, Nasik University. Correct? Aurangabad University. Countries, India, America, Japan, Germany. So these are called the personal things. All the names relates to personal account and nominal account. Nominal account relates to expenses, losses, incomes, and gains. So these are called the class. What is classification? Personal account. First is real account, relates to goods, commodities, properties, are called real account. Then next thing is given to you the personal account. All the personal account relates to all the names. It includes name of a person, name of a woman, name of a country, name of a bank, name of society, name of Mitra Mandal, Mahila Mandal, and all these comes under the categories. All the names, personal. And nominal account, all the expenses, losses, incomes, gains, that will be the nominal account. Salary, wages, commission, brokerage, discount, rent. So all these are comes under the categories of nominal account. So these are the classification. Got it? Classification of accounts. After classification, there are some golden rules are there. Golden rules. Golden rules of account. The golden rules of accounts are just see. There are 3 golden rules. Golden rules. What are the golden rules now? Golden rules is given to you. Golden rules or rules of account. So here there is a double entry bookkeeping system. There is double entry bookkeeping system. What is double entry principle of it? Is called principle of double entry bookkeeping system. What is that principle? Every debit there must be corresponding credit, and every credit has a corresponding debit. Debit has a credit, credit has a debit, because debit and credit are good friends. Without debit, credit can't live. Without credit, debit can't live. They are the good friends. Correct? Therefore, each and every transaction, there are 2 effects. Debit aspect. Each and every transaction are 2 aspects, debit aspect and credit aspect. And this is called the principle of double entry bookkeeping. Every debit, there must be corresponding credit, and every credit, there must be corresponding debit. So these are the 2 aspects of accounting transactions. 2 aspects. Each and every, there is a debit and credit. Got it? Then after that, golden rules first will be, they given to you real account. What is the golden rule of real account? First there is a debit, next is credit. So in that, debit what comes in? Debit what comes in? Debit what comes in? Comes in. And credit what goes out? Credit what goes out? It's called the golden rule of real account. So just the debit what comes in and credit what goes out. The thing which is coming with you are debited, and things from you which is going out are credited. Credited. That is called debit what comes in, credit what goes out is the rules of real account. What is the rule of personal account then? Personal account. What is personal account? First is debit. Debit the receiver. Debit the receiver. If you receive it, you can debit here. Debit the receiver. First debit. Debit the receiver. Debit the receiver. And credit the giver. Credit the giver is the rules of golden rules. It is called rules of accounts or golden rules of account. Without these things, we can considering this. Then third is nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses. Debit all expenses and losses. Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all incomes and gains. Credit all incomes and gains. So these are the golden rules. Very important. You can take anything in the world. Take anything in the world, it can be classified into 3 parts only. Real account, personal account, and nominal. I will tell to you anything in the world you can take that can be classified into 3 parts. Real account, personal account, nominal account. Then where are the animals account? Where it goes? Animals account. What is the animals account? Where it goes? Under which categories? Animals account, it is comes under the categories of livestock. सगळे जिवंत प्राणी आहेत त्यांना काय म्हणतो आपण लाईव्हस्टॉक मध्ये येतात. वी कांट सी दॅट डॉंकीज अकाउंट, मंकीज अकाउंट, buffalo's account, cow's account, sea buffalo's account. We can't find. So all that categories it comes under the categories of livestock. जिवंत प्राणी सगळे जे आहेत ते livestock. It is a real account. Considering real account आहे लक्षात घ्यायचं. नेम्स मग तुम्ही म्हणाल आपण बघत नाही असे प्राण्यांचे अकाउंट कधी बघितले काय? हॉर्स अकाउंट वगैरे नाही बघत नाही, but that's still livestock money. It can come under the categories of livestock. Okay. Now these are the golden rules. I'll repeat once again here. Real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So now for this, I will explain the things here in this connection. Just see. What is debit? What comes in? Debit what comes with the thing which is coming with you are debiting, pocketing like this. This is debit. Things which is coming to you, debiting, debit. And the things from which is going out to you, it is credited. So for example, purchase goods. So if you purchase goods, correct? Purchase is made. Purchase goods for cash. Cash transaction is made. Then at that time, what will be instant? Goods is coming with you. Correct? While purchasing goods is coming you, that can be debited. Debit what comes in, goods is coming, debit. And what is going out from you? Cash is going out from you. Therefore, cash is credited like this. Cash is going and goods is coming. So debit, the thing which is coming with you are debited, and the things which is going out from you is credited. Got it? The next is personal. Debit the receiver. Debit the receiver. Receives like this. Debit the receiver. Then means you can take like this. This debit the receiver, credit the giver like this. For example, paid money into bank, deposit money into bank. Then what will be there? Money is going out. While depositing, money is going, cash is going into bank. And who will take that? Bank. Bank is the receiver there. Because bank receives it. And cash is going out from you, it is going to bank. Debit the receiver, debit the receiver, credit the giver, like this. Then here, nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Whenever there is expenses, then you can debit it. For example, paid wages, paid rent, paid commission, paid interest, payment is made. So it is comes under the category. And then credit all incomes and gains. When you are getting these things, you can crediting. For example, rent received, interest received, dividend received, discount received, commission received, all received will be credited. Nominal account. It is related to expenses, losses, incomes and gains. All the expenses and losses are debited there. All the incomes and gains are credited there. Just see. Debit all expense. Expense means kharch. Losses means also loss. Then here credit all incomes and gains. One and the same there. Correct? So these are the golden rules. With the help of that golden rule, we can find out the things. Then after that, they are given to you here. In your book, they are given to you just the certain accounting terminology. Once again, so I will explain. Going to explain in your terminologies. Now we'll see. In that terminologies, first, what is the things? Just we'll see here. Then, just see here. First, they are given to you. The capital. What is capital? Capital in Marathi it is called bhandwal. Capital means money or monies. Be fresh, don't take tension. You are in tension. Not to take any tension. Be free. So here what is capital? Capital means money or money's worth which is invested by proprietor in the business is called capital. मनी और मनीज वर्थ, पैसा किंवा पैशाच्या स्वरूपात व्यवसायात गुंतवणारा त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण, भांडवल म्हणतो. What is capital? Capital means money's worth which is invested in the business is called capital. Then after that, drawings. What is drawing? Drawing म्हणजे वैयक्तिक खर्च, personal expenses. Correct? Personal expenses are called drawings. When proprietor draws money or goods from business for his personal use or for his domestic use, it's called as drawing. So for that, first is, I told you capital. What is money or money's worth which is invested in the business by the owner or the proprietor is called capital. Then capital is equal to assets minus liability. Capital is equal to assets minus liability. What is asset then? Asset means properties of the business. What is asset? Asset means properties of the business. And then what is liabilities? Liabilities means amount payable by a trader is called liabilities. For example, if you say, what are the assets of the cloth merchant? What is the asset of the cloth merchant? Clothes are the asset of the cloth merchant. What is the assets of the bookseller? Books are the asset of the bookseller. Correct? Correct. What is the asset of the cosmetic traders? All the cosmetics things are the asset for them. And then what is liability? Amount payable by a trader is called liability. Suppose you took a loan from bank. This is your liability. You took a loan from the business purpose. Correct? Say for example 20,000. You took a loan from Bank of India. It is your liability. You have to pay this amount. दायित्व आहे तुमचं ते. Correct? It is called liability. Capital is equal to assets minus liability is called capital. Then another thing is given to you, drawings. When proprietor draws money or goods from business for his personal use or for his domestic use is termed as. These are the next things. Then who is debtor? Debtor and creditors are there. These are the two concepts. Debtor, be silent there. Don't consider debtor. Debtor, be silent there. Correct? Debtors. Then who is debtor? The person who has to pay to the business is called debtors. The person who has to pay to the business is called debtor. Then who is creditor then? Who is creditor? So a person to whom business has to pay is called the creditors. Debtors and creditors is against you. Then what is bad debts? It is bad debts. See, debtors one is debtors, creditors, creditors. Then third will be capital. Fourth drawings, drawings. Then fifth will be see that bad debts. What is bad debts then? Bad debts means the debt which is not covered from the debtors. Irrecoverable debts from the debtors is called bad debts. Bad debts means something बुडीत रक्कम, बुडालेली रक्कम. That is called bad debts. The debt which is not covered or irrecoverable debts or irrecoverable amount from the debtors is called bad debts. बुडीत रक्कम होतो, संदिग्ध बुडीत, it is called मराठी bad debts. Then another concept they are given to you, it is called discount. Discount means it is a reduction or it is a concession. It is a concession, like just see. What is discount? Discount is a concession or allowance given by a seller to the purchaser. It's called discount. It is called rebate also. It is a concession or allowance given by a seller to the purchaser is called discount. Correct? If you purchase goods from me 10,000 and if I say please pay 9,000, you enjoy a discount of 1,000 rupees there. Correct? It is a concession. It is an allowance given. It is a concession or allowance given by the seller to the buyer. It's called the discount. Then discount are two types. Discount are two types. That is called, one is trade discount and another is cash discount. trade discount and cash discount, correct? Then what is trade discount? Trade discount is given to credit transactions. There are two types of transactions. What is transaction first? I'll explain all this matter here. What is transactions? Transaction means exchanging of goods and services between the two parties is called transaction. For example, purchase of goods is transaction, sale of goods is a transaction, deposited money into bank is a transaction, paid salary is a transaction, received interest is a transaction, paid interest is a transaction, rent paid transaction, received rent transaction. What are the things we are dealing in the business is called transactions, correct? And we record all these things. Therefore, transactions are two types. One is cash transaction. व्यवहार म्हणतो. व्यवहार म्हणजे काय? बिझनेस मध्ये आपण काय करतो ते त्याला व्यवहार म्हणतो. मग काय करतो बिझनेस मध्ये? वी कांट प्ले डान्स देयर इन बिझनेस. बिझनेस मध्ये काय आपण डान्स करत नाही. व्हॉट विल डू इन द बिझनेस? वी कॅन डील द थिंग्स. Purchases made, sales made, wages paid, deposit money into bank, withdraw money for purchasing things. Correct? This is called transaction. And the transactions are two types. One is cash transaction. रोख व्यवहार. When you purchase the goods on cash basis, it is called immediate payment is made while purchasing is called cash transactions. And what is credit transaction? In credit transaction, postponement of money for the future date is called credit transaction. We can ask the credit for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months like this. So we go to the dealers and ask, so I have to purchase these things, but I will pay this money after 2 months. They will allow to you 2 months credit there. It is a credit transaction. You have taken the goods, but the payment is made future on the future date. Mean after 2 months you have to pay the money. This is called credit transaction. Trade transaction. But then, therefore, they are given to you trade transaction, trade discount, and another is cash discount. Trade discount is given for credit transaction. Why it is given? To collection, immediate payment is made. Therefore, trade discount is allowed. बघा, मग काय म्हणतात? व्यापारी सूट दिली जाते. मग व्यापारात तुमची उधारी लवकर वसूल व्हावी म्हणून दिलेली सूट. बरोबर आहे? मग सूट कशाला दिली जाते? तुम्ही उधारीवर केलाय तरी पण सूट दिली जाते. का सूट दिली जाते? They will give like this. Suppose if they will give to you 3 months credit, then they will give to you 2%. 2% discount. 3 महिन्यानंतर पैसे द्यायला 2% सूट मिळेल. If you pay this 2 months, you will enjoy 5%. 2 महिन्यात दिला तर तुम्हाला 5% मिळणार आहे. If you paid for 1 month, you will enjoy 10%. 10% discount. If you paid 15 days, 20% discount. So this is the allowance given to the catalog price to collection of debts as early as possible. लवकरात लवकर पैसे वसूल व्हावेत म्हणून उधारी लवकरात लवकर मिळावी म्हणून दिलेली सूट त्याला व्यापारी सूट म्हणतात. गिवन फॉर क्रेडिट ट्रान्झॅक्शन, उधारीच्या व्यवहारासाठी फक्त दिली जाते. देन नेक्स्ट इज कॅश डिस्काउंट. Cash discount is given for cash transactions. रोख सूट रोख व्यवहारावर दिली जाते. Suppose you want to purchase a computer. Suppose you want to purchase a computer, say worth rupees, or home theater, say for example 70,000. Suppose you want to purchase a home theater, your house, to enjoying, seeing and all these things, enjoying entertainment and seeing the movies, correct? Instead of going to the theaters, if you want to enjoy in home only, having that big home theaters is there, and if you purchase that 70,000, go to the seller of the that is home theater home theaters. He tell to you the cost of the home theater is 70,000. You are gone with along with cash. You have money 70,000 with you, but you ask. Just see, I will immediately pay. How much reduction will give? ताबडतोब रोकडा देणार आहे. काय तर कमी करा बोला. मग त्यावेळेला काय म्हणतं? अरे immediately is paying money. He said, okay, pay 60,000. Directly 10,000 enjoy. ताबडतोब पैसे देणार आहे. चला 70-60,000 द्या. Take this home theater. Go take it and enjoy. So this is the thing here. Only immediate cash is given. Enjoying this thing. For cash transaction given. 10%, 20%, 30%. Immediately you have to pay the money. Correct? This is called true transaction. Therefore, one thing is there. Trade transaction is your for credit transaction, and trade discount not recorded in the books. It is not recorded in the books. Whereas cash transaction, cash discount is given for the cash transaction, record in the books. How much discount you are given for cash? You have to record it. It is recorded, whereas trade discount is not recorded in the books of account, whereas cash discount is recorded in the books of account. These are the terminology. Then what you call there, what is profit then? What is profit? What is profit? So they give to you what is profit. So here they give to you what is profit. When selling price is more than the cost price, is called profit. When sales are more than cost price, the cost of the price, cost of one article is 50,000. If you sell for 60,000, then there is a profit of 10. Profit means nafa. When selling price is more than the cost price, you will get the profit. And the main objective, main motto of each and every business is to earn the profit only. We can do the business for earning profit. व्यवसाय कशासाठी करतो आपण? मुख्य उद्देश काय? नफा प्राप्ती, रोकडा. करेक्ट? मग पैसा प्राप्त करायचा आहे, मग कसं करणार? नफा पाहिजे तर तुम्ही एखादी वस्तू खरेदी केलेली 50,000ची, 50,000 विकला तर नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस. करेक्ट? If you sell it for 60,000, you will enjoy 10,000 profit. So this is called profit. But then what is loss? What is loss then? Loss means when cost price is more than the sale price, you will get a loss there. The cost of the articles is 80,000. If you sell for it is for 70,000, there is a loss of 10,000. मग विक्रीपेक्षा उधारीची खरेदीची किंमत कमी असेल तर लॉस होणार तुम्हाला. And nobody can do it. Correct? असं तोट्यासाठी कोण बिझनेस करत नाही आज. But you must know this. That is profit and loss. Then after that, what is goodwill? What is goodwill? Goodwill is an intangible asset. It is an intangible asset. It is a reputation of the business. The against you, goodwill may be described as aggregate of the tangible attributable to the business which contribute to the superior earning capacity, or goodwill is a reputation of the business expressed in terms of money. Goodwill is expressed in terms of money. It's called goodwill. It is an intangible asset which cannot find out. We cannot see it. Goodwill is intangible. Goodwill ला मराठीत सांगितलं मगाशी नाव लौकिक. बरोबर आहे? एखाद्या व्यक्तीला नाव लौकिक करायचं, नाव वाढवायचं असेल तर काय करायला पाहिजे? You have to sacrifice. You have to help each others. मला तुम्ही चांगलं केव्हा म्हणणार आहे? I help you. हे चांगलं आहे. पाटील सर इज व्हेरी गुड बुलिक पर्सन. He has helped me. Then he can create a goodwill. भाई ह्याला माहित आहे चांगलं आहे. तुम्ही माझं गुडविल वाढवला, चांगले आहेत म्हणून. मग हे माझ्याकडे आलंय. पाटील सर तुम्ही कसे चांगले जरा दाखवा. आय कांट शो. करेक्ट? दाखवू शकत नाही. नाव लौकिक दाखवू शकत नाही ना. बाय गेटिंग अँड क्रिएशन ऑफ दॅट goodwill, we have to sacrifice, we have to help each others. How the leader become their minister? How they become the minister? Nowadays, minister become a different part, but before that, they help to the people. The people vote them and elected and become the minister. Nowadays, what is happening? How the person become minister? How they elected? They give. Take this 1 lakh rupees, vote me. Take this 1 lakh, vote me. Take 1 lakh, vote me. With the help of money, we can just see. Correct? But it's not like that. Initial days, just see. So in this politics, where is the young generation? Where is the young generation? No young generation in this politics. Correct? So therefore, to creation of goodwill, you have to sacrifice a lot for this. There it is a reputation of the business. They gives to you. Goodwill is a reputation of the business expressed in terms of money. Then goodwill is an intangible asset. You can remember this. So these are the technical terms we can come across this now. Then solvent person. Who is solvent person? Solvent means sadhan vyakti. Who is solvent? Who is solvent then? The person whose assets is more than liabilities called solvent person. ज्याच्याकडे मालमत्ता जास्त आहे त्याला सॉल्व्हंट म्हणतो. सदन व्यक्ती, श्रीमंत व्यक्ती असं म्हणतो. रिच व्यक्ती, मालमत्ता आहे, 2 बंगले आहेत, ही गाडी आहे. इज अ सॉल्व्हंट पर्सन, रिच पर्सन. नो मोर लायबिलिटी. ही कांट रॉब फॉर एनीबडी. कुणाला त्याने रॉब केलं नाही आहे. He has got a wealth. So he is a solvent person. The person whose assets are more than the liabilities called solvent person. सदन व्यक्ती. Then who is insolvent? The person whose liability is more than the asset is called insolvent. त्याचं देणं जास्त आहे, मालमत्ता कमी आहे. सॉल्व्हंट. त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण? नादार व्यक्ती, दिवाळखोर. दिवाळी निघाले काय सगळ्याकडे मागत असते, भीक मागतात असं म्हणतो ना आपण. ते काय नाही, सगळीकडे कर्जच मागतं, भीक मागतं रे. ते इन्सॉल्वंट झाले, नादार झाले, दिवाळी निघाले त्याच्यामध्ये. म्हणतो की नाही आपण? इट इज कॉल्ड insolvent. Liability is more than the asset is called insolvent persons. So these are all technical concept here in this connection. So in your video they are given to you, madam has given this. See what is the syllabus given to you, just see in that videos. So we'll see that. First will be what are the rules of accounts. Rules. Here I tell the rules of account. First, before that, I like what is transaction and what are the types of that is what are the types of accounts. Types of account तुम्हाला सांगितलं पहिला, transaction मध्ये सांगितलं पहिला. Then rules for that. What are the types of account? What is first bookkeeping? I tell to you. What is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping means recording the transaction. Bookkeeping means recording the transaction in a set of accounts. It's called bookkeeping. Recording the transaction in systematic manner in books of account, in a set of accounts, it's called bookkeeping. Correct, like this. It is called bookkeeping. Then what is transaction? Exchanging of goods and services between the two parties called transaction. Transaction are two types: cash transaction and credit transaction. Then accounts are classified into 3 parts. First, I will tell to you personal account and impersonal account. An impersonal account are classified real account and nominal account. In general sense, I will tell to you there are 3 types of account. Number 1 is real account. What is real account? Real account relates to goods, properties. All the goods are all the properties, and all the commodities, all the articles are real account. सगळ्या वस्तू real account. सगळ्या ज्या वस्तू आहेत ते real account आहेत. For example, this book is real account, this bench is real account, this blackboard is real account, this duster is real account, this pen is real account, this computer is also real account, this class real account, this furniture real account. This complete building real account, motor car, motorcycle, furniture, plant and machinery, vehicle, cash also real account. Cash is also real account. With help of cash we can purchase, we can help